The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the winners of 7 straight, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Trojans will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense is on the field for the first time today. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Now he's looking to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
The give to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Huskers are flying down the field. On the run, it's Griffin. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it. And he was close to scoring with that one. Defense runs him out of bounds at the 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Discards a man.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs.
Can anyone catch him? And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Slings it. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's caught at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The pitch. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his markers.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Huskers are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, Huskers! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. If you're down in the game, there's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. That's reeled in. It's Rojas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical. If they give up another run right there for a first down, someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go read.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just ran him over. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The option look. Now the pitch. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. Inside the 10. Touchdown, USC. And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quick release on the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
And they got him for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide out in motion. This is a designed run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect.
The kick is good. That makes the score USC 42.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 19 sets a kickoff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He'll run it again. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go.
Trying to get the corner. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got ready for a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Touchdown Trojans! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on first and goal, and they said, let's go to Old Faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop me. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They want that clock to run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Huskers! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.